Good. I'm back up. Tape is on, Subu. It's 14th of November with Schlimmer URT1. Great day for it.
Yes, sir.
More fun to follow tomorrow. All right. We'll call ground as soon as we get up toward the white line.
Okay.
Here we go. And as you'll see, I'll be S-turning.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I don't know how to taxi. It's just because we have to S-turn at this airplane.
Yeah,
because we can't see over the nose. Ground upset 5, taxi single extra with Bravo via Far East.
Upset 5, give me ground runway 30 left at Kilo, taxi via Whiskey Victor Alpha.
Whiskey Victor Alpha to 30 left to Kilo, upset 5. All right, yep, because the Legion's going the other way, that's
Gateway
good.
Tower, Cessna 98. Gateway ground, Cessna 984 Alpha Victor at the north ramp, ready to taxi with information Bravo for a southwest departure.
So we'll go down to the hold, near the hold short. We'll do our before takeoff check, Subu, and then I'll give you a standard emergency brief, and then we'll go out and have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yankee Hotel Bravo 984 Alpha Victor.
A stop there, but he's going to rotate his engines away from us, so I'm not worried about jet wash here.
4190 Victor at the north ramp with information Bravo, gap departure.
So you've never done any aerobatics or anything, right?
Nope.
This will be fun, yeah. You guys are doing this at the right time in your training. The younger, or the earlier in your training, the better. And younger doesn't hurt either. You don't want to. You don't want to get to be an old guy like me and never have been upside down in an airplane, because then you're going to fear it. You know, by the time you're my age. I've been doing this my whole career, so this comes natural to me. But this way, if you ever encounter a situation in the real world, you're not going to want to be there, but you'll know what to do, you know, and you'll react to the visual cues properly as well. That's all important. So.
Runway 30 left at Kilo, taxi via Whiskey Victor Alpha.
So you were in the Air Force?
Yeah, I was in the Air Force. I flew mostly the F-16. Got a couple thousand hours in the F-16. A lot of that time was out at Luke on the west end of town here.
Oh, yeah.
And
cool.
Went overseas a little bit.
Yeah.
Been to Korea, been to Qatar, and a bunch of other areas.
Okay.
Sicily.
Victor, hold short, taxi Victor.
Hold short, taxi Victor, 4 Alpha Victor.
Okay, we are going to run up the engine.
Okay.
Here we go. And we're on center and acro, trim set, tape is on, temperatures, pressures in the green, mags check.
85, clearing Victor.
Legion 185, Gabriel ground,
Boost
taxi,
pump check.
parking via Victor Whiskey.
Victor
Canopy closed and locked. Prop check. Looking good. So, Subu, if we lose an engine, and I'm on the runway, I'm going to go throttle idle, brakes as required. If I'm off the runway, but with runway remaining, I will attempt to land within that runway remaining. And if I'm on departure, and I have at least 2,200 feet MSL, which is about 800 feet AGL, I have the option of turning around to a parallel runway or taxiway. Doesn't mean I'm going to do that, because obviously there's some other variables involved. So we'll have to be safe about it. But if I'm below 2,200 feet, haven't started any kind of turn yet, I'll just pick someplace forward of the wing line and land. Now, if we're out in the area and we have to land on an unprepared surface, I will take controls always. I will coordinate with you. I'll secure the engine. I'll go cut off, shut off, mags off. Eventually, the master switch will come off. And then when I land the airplane and it comes to a stop, prop stops, canopy opens, you get out. I'll follow you out. And if you look on the left side of the airplane in the canopy here, you see these red handles on the left side. See those right there? I've got a set and back as well. If either you or I pinch the rear one toward the front one, we're going to become a very windy convertible. All right, so we'll do it if we have to, but I'll coordinate with you, obviously. Other than that, if you can keep your hands and feet clear for takeoff, we'll be good.
Yes, they're
awesome.
Clear.
Let's go have some fun, learn something. Awesome, man. Let's see. Bravo's clear. Got the Cessna right in front of us as well. We're going to go to tower.
And the Oxford for touch and goes, what's your numbers again?
That would be Oxford 575. We're circling about 10, 11 to the northeast.
Oxford 575 and then.
There's a flash 575.
Helicopter 16 Golf, frequency change approved.
Frequency approved, have a great day, 16 Golf.
Oxford 575 and then observe, make a left turn and back in for the airport, enter right base for a 5-mile final, runway 30 right, continue.
And we'll turn left to under a base for a 5-mile final for Oxford 575.
Tower upset 5 ready, holding short 30 left to kilo.
Upset 5, you with Terra, roger, hold short of runway 30 left at kilo.
Upset 5, holding short 30 left to kilo.
Tower upset.
Okay, center acro, trim, brakes,
cancel altitude
boost,
restriction.
mixture, prop.
And pushing.
Is our call sign upset?
It is, upset 8. Yeah, we have upset 5 rather. We have permission to use local call signs here, so it works out
Cool.
just with a number, yeah. We couldn't do that at Falcon or Chandler, we'd have to use our end number.
Caution wake turbulence 7080, arriving runway 30 right, runway 30 center, clear to land, long landing approved.
30 center, clear to land low. Caution wake turbulence 606.
Upset 5, fly straight out, runway 30 left at kilo, clear for takeoff, Cessna head will be turning southwestbound.
Copy the Cessna traffic, clear for takeoff, 30 left to kilo, straight out, upset 5. Okay.
77 Juliet left to kilo.
Clear right.
Runway 30 left, remain this
Clear left, clear for takeoff, 5,000 feet remaining.
Left to kilo.
Straight out.
Hold short. The kilo, hold short, 30 left, that's Juliet with you.
Patriot 306, expedited off the runway, turn left
Here
to kilo,
we go.
hold short of runway 30 center, remain on this frequency.
Patriot 306, unable kilo.
Good acceleration. Here we go.
Short of runway 30 center and remain this frequency.
A little bit better than an Archer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we're off.
Gateway Tower 25, 428 on IOS 30 center.
Transway 428, Gateway Tower, runway 30 center, continue.
Runway 30 center, continue, Transway 428.
Upset 9, fly straight out, runway 30 left to kilo, clear for takeoff.
Upset 9, flying straight out, clear for takeoff.
So straight out, we'll just turn when we're above the Delta then.
766 Whiskey.
Got the Cessna in sight at left 11 o'clock.
Yes.
47 Delta number 2, follow Cessna short final.
All right, I will do my after takeoff check.
2447 Delta.
Power's coming back.
Upset 5, right turn east approved.
Upset 5, right turn east. Manifold pressure set, our RPM's coming back.
Without delay, cross runway 30 center, hold short of runway 30 left.
Cross 30 center, hold short 30 left. Patriot 306.
All traffic in
77
the
Juliet, cross
pattern is below us, so we're good there.
left, contact ground went off. 2477 Juliet.
Upset 9 behind company, right turn east approved.
Offset 9er, understand, right turn east on approved, company inside. Tower 77 Juliet, are we turning on to Victor?
77 Juliet, that's correct. Cross runway 30 left to Victor, contact ground.
That's Victor, contact ground, 77 Juliet.
Patriot 306, cross runway 30 left, contact ground.
Crossing 30 left, over the ground, Patriot 306.
So Subu, we're still under, as you might be aware, the 5,000 foot shelf, so we won't be able to climb above about 40, we'll go to 47 or so. And other than that, Borneo, I know, told you guys
You started the, I don't have you in sight anymore.
that, you know, this airplane's very responsive on the controls, right?
Yeah, we're turning on the
I haven't felt the controls yet, so.
No, absolutely not. So when you take control, what I'd recommend is just a light grip on the stick, okay? And you can kind of waggle the wings a little bit just to see how it feels, but you ready to fly a little bit?
Okay.
You have control?
I have control.
Awesome.
Whoa, whoa.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, you think roll, this airplane rolls, and you notice it's pretty pitch sensitive as well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it, yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and level out here and just drive, turn right a little bit here. I'm going to give you good heading. That'll get us out to the area a little bit quicker. Keep your turn going a little bit more. Give you a little nose down trim. Right about there is a good heading. That's good right there. Yeah, just keep driving. Awesome. So we'll stay here a little bit longer. Borneo's about a mile behind us.
Okay.
No factor. Schlimmer's airborne south.
That's right, established northwest.
Do I have control over the throttle as well? Or?
Oh yeah, but leave it there for now though, and then
Okay.
we'll go full power once we start climbing again.
Okay.
Almost clear of the 5,000 foot shelf, not quite. Pretty good forward speed and level. You notice we're about 152 knots, which is pretty good for a small airplane like this.
Yeah.
It just gets too draggy above that, I mean, because of the big symmetrical wings, so
Yeah, okay.
we won't go much faster than this in level flight anyway. But still pretty good.
Cool.
All right, Subu, you can start climbing again. We're clear of the 5,000 foot shelf.
Okay.
And so bring the nose up, and you're not going to be able to see the horizon over the nose. Look outside as much as you can. You have that attitude reference. We'll cover that up momentarily in about 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
But yeah, just keep climbing. And it's nice and cool up here. I don't think there's going to be much traffic. So yeah, we'll go to about 6,500 feet or so.
Okay.
Actually, if you want,
Yeah.
we can just level off at 6 because it's really nice and cool. So let's level off at 6. You can accelerate to about 120 to 130 knots or so.
Okay.
And then after you do that, I'll take control briefly just to check the trim because you don't have elevator trim up there.
Oh, okay.
Pull the power back and quite a bit. Looking good.
And Bonsai is established northwest.
Awesome. I have control for just a second.
Okay, you have control.
Let's see. Doesn't feel too bad. Right about there. Perfect. Okay. Tell you what, we're going to do some turns. You have control.
Okay, I have control.
And let's see, Subu, you can go right here first. You're clear right. Let's go into about a 30-degree bank turn to the right. You can set that bank on your attitude reference, but then look outside mostly just to get used to the horizon because we're going to be spending a lot of time doing that. Yeah.
Is this about 30?
That's about 30, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Keep that turn going. You're looking good.
I feel a bit cold.
Yes. Roll. Go ahead and roll out here. We can't do much about that. We might be able to descend a little bit. It is kind of chilly up here. Tomorrow, you guys might want to bring a jacket, okay?
Okay.
It really was not supposed to be this cold today.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the left, 45 degrees of bank, okay?
Okay.
And you'll feel the G's. You'll feel about 1.4 G's. A little more bank, that's about 30. Go right to the arrow on the attitude reference. There you go. All right. Looking good. So you can kind of start feeling heavy in the seat, right? You're a little bit heavier in the seat. Only 1.4 G's, not too bad, but we can definitely notice it. Awesome. Yeah, I don't. This cockpit unfortunately is so drafty, and you know what? Roll out here. Might have some heat. Let's see if this airplane still has heat. Might get lucky here. All right, now I want you to go into a 60-degree bank turn to the right, okay?
Okay.
So remember, 60-degree bank turn is 2 G's, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the right. If that heat becomes too excessive, let me know.
Okay.
Might not even feel it up there, I don't know. I feel a little bit of it. All right, a little more, that's about right. Right about there, right on the index. And a little bit more bank, a little bit more bank. Pull harder. Feel that? That's 2 G's right there, yeah. That's 2 G's. But that's still well under what would be a transport category limit load factor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely, there's something you don't do in the Archer, do you?
No, 45 degrees the max.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Very nice. Yeah, just keep that turn going all the way around. 2G turn. Doesn't matter what airplane, doesn't matter what airspeed. 2G, a 60-degree bank turn is a 2G turn. Very nice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Roll out here. I can tell you're going to enjoy this course. All right. Now, I have control.
Okay, you have control.
Here's what we're going to do next. I'm just going to very quickly do an attitude indicator familiarization maneuver. What I'm going to have you do as I fly this is I'm going to have you cross-check between the attitude indicator and the horizon, I want you to know that what you see on your attitude reference, if it's working properly, is going to be you're going to be able to rely on that, right? It's going to be a good horizon reference. So, and then we'll cover up the attitude indicator.
Okay.
So, I know the horizon's going to disappear here momentarily, but look at your attitude reference. We're pretty nose high, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, probably 45. Now look off to the right. You can see we're going to be about 90 degrees of bank or more, but look at the attitude reference.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing to it. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you ever have to recover from an upset on the attitude reference, it's going to be a no-brainer for you because you've already learned to recover with respect to the horizon. So I know we only have you guys for 3 rides, but trust me, this is the right way to do it. If you learn to recover with respect to the horizon, Subu, you will be able to recover on the attitude reference. So go ahead and cover up that attitude indicator, and yeah, we'll just do the rest without it. So, all right, next up is just an adverse yaw demonstration. Some people call this the Dutch roll demonstration, but it's not really aerodynamic Dutch roll. It's just adverse yaw from the aileron. So what I'm going to do, Subu, is I'm going to keep my feet firmly planted on the rudder pedals. Okay. I'm just going to pull the power back and lower the nose so we can see the ground. And I'm going to, that heat's not too much for you, is it? Are you actually feeling any up there at all? Is it a little bit from the your foot, where your feet are? A little bit of heat, maybe?
No, I don't feel it.
Oh, okay. I'll put it on a little bit more.
Okay.
But
it's actually my hands are a bit cold.
Okay. Copy that. I'm going to leave the heat on. It might feel, well, let's see. Hang on. Yeah, it might feel a little bit. We'll see. Okay. There we go. Okay, so feet firmly planted on the rudder pedals.
Yep.
And, oh, I see what I did. Here we go. Now you'll feel some. Okay. I'm going to roll back and forth. Here we go. So roll left, no rudder at all, roll right. Now notice as I roll, the nose is kind of moving out of phase, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you feel yourself kind of sloshing around in the seat a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious, but that's just adverse yaw. Okay, if I coordinated this roll with rudder, we wouldn't have that. I'm going to turn away from some traffic. And I'll let you try that real quick in just a moment.
Okay.
That traffic behind us about 1,500 feet low. Okay. So you have control.
I have control.
So I know you guys are used to coordinating the roll with turn with rudder, but that's good. But no rudder on this one. Just roll the nose back and forth, and I want you to see that adverse yaw. So yeah, a little more bank, roll left, now roll right. So see the nose moving out of phase?
Yeah.
It's moving out. Look at the ball. It's kind of sloshing around too. So we don't want to chase the ball, as Borneo told you, in a dynamic phase of flight. We just want to look over the nose in a VMC environment. That's how we'd assess yaw. Okay, I have control.
Okay, you have control.
So what I'm going to have you do next is some slow flight, and I know you guys practice that.
Yeah.
And let's see, we're just clearing for traffic here. Okay, so you have control.
I have control.
So what I want you to do is slow down to 70 knots here, Subu. Just wings level, slow down by bringing the nose up, okay? You can leave the power where it is. Just bring that nose up. You'll have to look off the side of the airplane. And I want you to hold 70 knots with pitch, so we're in the region of reverse command. And don't worry about holding altitude, because we'll probably climb a little bit.
Okay.
Now, would you agree we're pretty slow right now, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We're still flying okay, though, aren't we? We're not uncontrollable, are we? We're not stalled, in other words.
No.
Yeah, we're still below critical angle of attack. We're flying just fine. If you want, you could turn left a little bit just to practice. There you go. Yeah, we're not stalled. VS, our 1G stall speed is 60 knots in this airplane, and we're not there yet, so we're flying just fine. All right, tell you what, roll wings level, just lower the nose. We'll accelerate out of this, and then I'll take control. So, all right, I have control.
You have control.
Awesome. Here's what we're going to do next. This will be fun. We're going to practice stall recoveries.
Okay.
Subu, excuse me. But this is a good way to practice that all attitude upset recovery strategy. So remember, it's push, roll, power, stabilize, okay? We won't have to do anything with rudder on this flight, and that tomorrow we will on URT2. But on this flight, coordinated stalls, generally we won't have to do anything with rudder. So before I talk about the recovery, let's talk about the stall. In this airplane or any airplane, the stall is usually indicated by any one or more of the following indications. You might get aerodynamic buffet or a stick shaker in an airplane that has artificial buffet, transport category airplane. So buffet, lack of pitch response. It doesn't mean the nose will always drop. I know it does in a Cessna 150. It does mostly in an Archer, but don't always rely on that as a stall cue because the nose may not drop, you know, especially in a swept wing airplane. You'll have lateral instability. You'll have a roll-off in a stall sometimes, or you'll have an inability to arrest the descent rate, so you'll be heading downhill. And today, we'll typically see buffet followed very quickly by lack of pitch response, okay, and then we'll know we're in the stall. So we're going to go to the stall. In fact, the stall warning horn circuit breaker is pulled because I don't want us to recover right at the stall warning horn, all right? Okay. We want to actually feel some indications of the stall.
Okay.
So when it does stall, what I'm going to do, Subu, is I'm going to go push, roll, power, stabilize, give you a chance to practice the all-attitude upset recovery strategy. We're not looking for any speed records or anything. We just want to practice it. This will help you out tomorrow when when we get into more advanced stalls. So we're just going to practice today. Now, think about it. When we push in this airplane with that very responsive elevator, you saw that on departure, you can imagine to get light in the seat, which is right there, the stick won't have to move too much, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Now, when you move on to fly a 737 or a Falcon jet or something like that, whatever it is you're going to go on to fly, you'll have to be more proactive on the yoke or the joystick, right? You'll have to be more proactive to get the nose moving. So remember, what we're teaching you is transferable to any airplane, the Archer, the Seneca, anything you're going to go on to fly. All right. Or flying now. So here we go. Area's clear. Airspace is good. All right, I'm going to pull the power back. So follow along with me, okay?
Okay.
Let's say we got distracted, we forgot to push the power up. You know what's going to happen here momentarily. Here comes the stall, and right there,
yeah.
Push, roll, power, stabilize. Notice I added some power, but I brought the rest in as I started climbing. Yeah. Okay, so Subu, you know, it depends on the airplane you're flying. If you're flying an underwing mounted Boeing aircraft, you want to be smooth with the power because you can get a nose up pitch rate if you're not careful, especially at low airspeed, high thrust environments. So you want a available environment. So you got to be careful to always be smooth with the power. And notice we didn't have to roll there because we were wings level, but I said it anyway, right? Yeah. It's still a check step. Yeah, it's one of the items of our strategy and our checklist: push, roll, power, stabilize. Before I let you try one, go ahead and recite for me that all-attitude upset recovery strategy.
It's push, roll, power, stabilize.
You got it. And we use stabilize as kind of an action word, just as like we'd say climb. You know, so push, then we push. Roll, then we roll, power, then we add power, stabilize, then we bring the nose up. You'd use it in the same way you'd use climb versus stabilized after the fact. Does that make sense? You know, just for consistency. It's just a matter of semantics. It's not really critical as long as you do it right. But we'll push first, then roll, then power, and then we'll say stabilize and bring the nose up. I'm going to let you try that.
Okay.
So remember, the stick doesn't have to move much. You have control.
Okay, I have control.
All right, Subu, power back to idle. I want you to hold level flight here. I want you to gradually increase angle of attack until you definitely get that buffet and lack of pitch response, and then go ahead and recover.
Push, roll, power. Oh yeah.
That's good. You're good. Yeah, you're doing great. Keep going. Stabilize.
And to climb off.
Yep, just say stabilize and then bring that nose up. And now we want to verify positive rate, right?
Yes.
So if you look on to the right of your altitude, there's a purple trend bar showing up. So you can say positive rate, airspeed stable around 105, 110. As long as it's trending there, not getting slower, we could call that positive rate. That was a really nice recovery. In fact, your pace going out the door is very good. You don't really have to go faster than that through the whole program. That was very good.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I have control.
You have control?
Excellent. So I'm going to show you one now in a bank, just so we have something to roll out of, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And you'll see, Subu, that when I stall, I'm just going to push. I'm not going to roll early, okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to make sure that we're out of the stall before we roll. That was very good.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let me know at any time if you need a break, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. So, distracted again. push. Roll, power, stabilize. Get some right rudder now that we're stable, and positive rate. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Awesome. Let me get you set up here. And you have control.
I have control.
So Cebu, let's do one to the left here.
Okay.
And you're clear. And just a level turn about.
Power to the idle or?
Yep, power's idle, yep, 2 idle, and it is now. So, yeah, just a level turn. Remember, the airplane might roll at the stall, that's okay. You just push and leave that bank and push that stick straight ahead. And then we'll roll once we're out of the stall. Keep pulling, there you go, recover.
Push, roll, power, and stabilize.
Man, you sure you didn't do aerobatics before? You're flying like a pro. That's awesome. That's very good. It's hard to get guys to be that precise and smooth but aggressive. Very good. That was an excellent recovery. I have control. In fact, I don't even have anything for that. I'm going to have you try one to the right here just to reinforce, but that really, man, if you do that through the whole program, you're going to be doing great. So you have control?
Okay, I have control.
All right, so one to the right now.
Power back to the idle.
You got it, absolutely.